I can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. It. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Thing sucks.
Here we go. It's another edition of the Daily Puck Drop. It is your daily sports podcast here on a Thursday inside the Limbeck Lumber Studios. Contractors, they offer everything from free deliveries, everything from whole house packages to homeowner DIY projects. They've got the largest stock moldings in the Northwest. They got old school service because they've been doing it since 1930. Give them a call at Limbeck Lumber. Ask for Paul. He's going to take care of you. 206-782-3487. Visit them at limbecklumber.com. Visit me on social media if you don't know. Puck Sports on X, Instagram, and Blue Sky. Puck_sports on TikTok. And our beautiful website, pucksports.com, where you can find everything from all of our shows, video, the audio links to all of our shows as well. It's a great one-stop shop if you're confused where everything is at. Also there, you can sign up to become a Puck's Posse member for as little as $5 a month. That is it. Also there, if you're in Puck Survivor, I think there's 179 of you left. Puck Survivor, get your picks in. Get your picks in this week for Puck Survivor. All right, coming up on the show today, we'll do a little M's. We're jam-packed as always on Thursdays. Mike Garafolo will join us momentarily. We'll get the latest in the NFL. Brad Adam is here. Lots to discuss with Brad. Obviously, we've got the Mariners, but we've got everything that has transpired there with Root Sports. Another edition of KJ-Arent with Mitch Levy, Mitch Unfiltered. That's coming up later in the show. And again, a reminder, we play the full show, the full KJ-Arent episode during the Daily Puck Drop here on Puck Sports, on the Daily Puck Drop Live. But once the live show is over, the only place to watch or listen to the full KJ-Arent is to become a Puck's Posse member by going to pucksports.com, signing up there, or if you're already a patron at Mitch Unfiltered. All right, let's get you the latest before we talk to Mike Garafolo in the news of the day. The Mariners, of course, are getting set for the playoffs. They will await the winner between Cleveland and Detroit coming up later this afternoon. Yesterday on the show, we had Ryan Divish on as he joins us every single week. We didn't have Ryan on the Daily Puck Drop, but we did a special live edition with Ryan from T-Mobile yesterday. We talked about Brian Woo's status for the ALDS. Small chance, just a small chance that maybe you don't see him, but likely you will see him on Tuesday in either Cleveland or Detroit for game number 3. Not going to probably see him in game 1 or game 2. They said yesterday they need to see him throw twice off the mound before they can make the call on whether or not he will pitch. And again, game 1 on Saturday, if the Red Sox advance, 108 on Fox. If the Yankees advance to the ALDS, it will be a 5:38 start on FS1. Game 2 on Sunday, we already know what that's going to be. Seahawks stay at 1 o'clock. Mariners at 5 o'clock there on FS1. The playoffs yesterday, but before we get to the playoffs, let me go back to the Mariners. And let me go back to the status still up in the air with Brian Woo. Also yesterday, in talking to Divish, we talked about the taxi squad and Colt Emerson being up there, which not a surprise to a lot of people, but it's exciting to see Colt Emerson up there. Led us to get into a conversation of whether or not there may be any surprises on the playoff roster. Still same 26 players. That has not changed. But would they move some things around with position players and pitchers? And he offered up a couple names that I think may surprise some of you, that they potentially could be on the playoff roster instead of someone like Cole Young. You would think there are any surprises or not?
Well, I'd be like, so they mentioned, Jerry Dipoto mentioned it, and then of course try and pepper Dan about it. He didn't really give us much, but like I think they'll carry 14 position players and 12 pitchers. I'd be stunned if they carry the third catcher just out of like necessity, like out of I won't say fear, but just like out of an emergency situation and waste a roster spot on that. When you do have somebody like Samad Taylor or Ryland Thomas that are capable of stealing bases and are pretty fast, I would think that you'd want them down on the, have them as like as an option to run the bases, then you need to. And so I would be surprised if you don't add one of those. I mean, like that would be like whether or not they're going to keep Cole Young on the roster. You know, he's 3 for his last 59. I just don't know that they're going to keep him on the roster when they could use somebody that's more positionally versatile. Like, you know, they're going to put Master Boney and Rivas on there, sure. And then you have Garver and Rayleigh. It's just that extra spot where you're going to go.
So that extra spot, which you think maybe Young would have, you think that extra spot, but potentially goes to Thomas or Taylor.
I mean, it would seem like it'd be more logical for that because they bring speed quotient that Cole doesn't really have. Cole's not fast.
If you want to watch it and listen to that full interview yesterday, our show with Ryan Divish, just go to pucksports.com, sign up to become a Puck's Posse member. You get the full Ryan Divish experience. Also go to YouTube there as well. Baseball playoffs again today. We got 3 game 3s. Tigers Guardians at 12 on ABC. Jack Flaherty gets the ball for Detroit. Padres and Cubs at 3 on ESPN. Yu Darvish against Jameson Taillon. Red Sox and Yankees at 5 on ESPN. And the story there are the 2 rookies on the mound. Connerly early for Boston and Cam Schittler for the Yankees. God, I just love saying Cam Schittler. I mean, just you can get away with it. Who grew up, by the way, in Massachusetts and grew up a Red Sox fan. It's the first time 2 starters get the ball in postseason history, with each making 15 career appearances or fewer. And there were great games last night. Dodgers get past, obviously, the Reds. They'll set up a matchup there with the Phillies. Shohei Ohtani will get the start there in game 1. Jazz Chisholm and his hustle. The difference there for the Yankees and the Padres, and Mason Miller throwing the ball 104 miles an hour. And they took game 2 there against the Cubs. Seahawks have a game, and it's a game that's coming up on Sunday. It's a beautiful uniform game, by the way, the Bucks and the Seahawks. One thing that's in doubt for Tampa Bay is the status of Bucky Irving, the running back there for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We catch up with our next guest every single Thursday. He is the mountain of news information at the NFL Network. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Mike Garafolo. He is all brought to you by, of course, Zogs on Fox Island and Hartley Insurance. He joins us every single Thursday. We get him in the car. It's my favorite time. Mike in the car. Hello, sir.
What up, Puck? How are you doing?
We're doing great. How do you like your chances against the Doyers?
I hate the short series. Something's making a noise. There's an animal in the car.
Well, if there is an animal in the car and an NFL Network reporter gets mauled by a raccoon, that is going to be a story.
Did we talk about my raccoon issues before? We didn't.
You've had a raccoon in your car?
No, not in the car. No, just around my house before.
Yeah,
and
there's
a clip that my buddy likes to send me repeatedly of me yelling at the raccoon, "Get out of here!" And at one point I go, "I mean it," and he's like, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, you mean it."
You're gonna get the raccoon is gonna be scared of you now. If hopefully there's not a raccoon in there. What is what can you tell us about Bucky Irving? Will he play, you think, on Sunday against Seattle?
I do not think Bucky Irving will play. Walking boot and crutches, and again, what I had heard the other night, and I it's still not like a complete, or what at the time wasn't a complete report. It was like the best we got, and from multiple people were like, we don't know. It's an ankle, it's a foot. Like, we don't know. We're getting multiple evaluations, and I'm like, if you're into Wednesday, and we put it out there because we knew people were going to have to make waiver wire decisions on whether to claim Rashad White and whatever. I'm like, let's put something out because nobody ever reported. And I saw Yahoo Fantasy account was like waiting on Bucky Irving's update, And so it's funny because we put it out, and it was not complete information, but it was like, we're into Wednesday, and his status is up in the air. And one guy was like, "Oh, thanks for clearing that up." I'm like, "Shut up!" Like, you're the same guy that was like, "Can we get an update on Bucky Irving?" We give you the update, which is like not that we don't know; it's that they don't know. So anyway, the long and short of it is, you get into Wednesday, if you still don't have a grasp for the injury, and the guy's in a walking boot and crutches, like that's not really good indications that he's going to play. So, I don't think he goes now. Rashad White's played well. So it's not a great, it's not a huge drop off, but I know that there's a lot of respect for Bucky Irving from the Seahawks. So if he doesn't play, I'm sure that'll be a bit of a relief.
How's Baker Mayfield doing? Is he dealing with something?
Yeah, he's got a biceps issue. I mean, there are certain teams that are just being wrecked by injuries, including the 49ers tonight. And Tampa Bay is one of them. I mean, multiple offensive line injuries. They did get Wirfs back. They did get Godwin back, but Godwin comes back. Evans goes out. It's just been nonstop for them, and they are a very banged up team to the point where they couldn't practice yesterday because Todd Bowles said we didn't have enough people. We had more injured people than healthy people.
Wait a minute, they just canceled practice?
They did a walkthrough. They went through a walkthrough because and Bowles was exaggerating with the number of people that are injured, but the point was like we're so banged up we can't even do a full practice. Plus, let's give these guys a little bit of a rest here. So that's what they did yesterday. Again, not a great sign for a team that really has 3 tough games in a row. I forget who the other 2 are right now, but they're into the thick part of their schedule where they've just got to find a way to survive. Now they're in a division that's incredible. Like Carolina's not catching them, Saints aren't catching them, so it's them versus the Falcons, and the Falcons are not looking like world beaters week in and week out. So you start to get the point where like, oh, Tampa Bay could wind up winning this division at 9-8, or even with a sub 500 record, because we've seen that in that division before.
They're like the Ballard Junior Football Knights, the youth football team that I coach. We're just dropping like flies. I mean, is Todd Bowles like
That's
Coach
not a
Puckett?
great sign. How old are the kids?
Coach Puckett jumping in drills like tackling drills, and I'm not built to be tackled by 12-year-olds. Just not built for it.
Fully padded 12-year-olds too, I assume.
Yeah, and 12-year-olds. Some of them have hit a big growth spurt. They're coming in hard. I don't like it.
Why are the kids getting hurt?
Just banged up. I mean, kids are getting banged up. There's sickness. There's just all kinds of stuff. I know it's football.
Well, sickness is
there's a couple of kids. Yeah, there's banged up.
My entire house has been sick for like 2 weeks straight, and I this morning was giving it to clear the pipes. I'm like, how? It's like September. I've got a 2-week virus thing happening. Get out of here.
It's already happened. All right. Hey, I want to revisit. Can we revisit the Riq Woolen insiders report that came out on Sunday? Seattle potentially making him available, or at least teams are inquiring about Riq Woolen. How did we get here with him? And it seems like there's a level of frustration with this organization with him that they would even contemplate moving him before the deadline, which is what, November 4th?
Yeah, it's the week after Halloween. What's been said about that? I mean, I'm sure he's been asked. Has Mike McDonald said anything about that?
He gave a great answer, and I want to quote him directly.
Yeah,
but give me a second to find it.
All right. In the meantime, no. I want to hear what Mike McDonald. I did not see this week. What did Mike McDonald?
It was a non-answer to it, which it made me laugh about. Oh, okay. Well, he didn't exactly deny the report that he would be on. He was okay. On Monday, McDonald was asked about the NFL Network report about Riq Woolen, and his only response was, quote, "If teams are interested in our players, that means we've got good players. So I love having great players."
Mike Sando, who's known,
Mike Sando.
Yeah, who's known well in that market, obviously. He put out a post on X Monday night, I think it was, or Tuesday night.
About Jim Mora?
Oh, what a clip that is. I've never seen that in my life.
That is phenomenal. It's a phenomenal clip.
It's better than playoffs.
How many times did he say shit? Shit. Shit. And the way he says shit. Oh, God.
The reason I bring that up is the best part of the clip is when he says, this guy got cut by Kansas City. He's our best player. He's getting cut. How much better is their roster than ours?
Oh, it is. If you think the playoffs one is good, and from when his time with the Colts, I am with you. The clip that Mike Sando shared on X from his time with the Saints, to me, fantastic. I've seen it before. It's a long time ago. That one's better.
It's better. It's so much better. I'm like, I can't believe it's the first time I ever saw it. But it is reminiscent of what Mike McDonald said about, if they want our players, that's good. That means we've got a lot of good players. I go back to week 1. I think you asked me about it week 1. And, I know from what I heard there, they were like, he made a couple of bad plays, but like it was almost like the trying to be positive type thing. And I don't know. I don't know what happened on his end from that end to now. Usually these things happen quickly. That's why when we put that out there, I was like, well, is this? But it doesn't sound like it's imminent or anything had been imminent. So I think it's something to watch. And I've seen this before where it's kind of percolating behind the scenes and then it doesn't happen. And sometimes it resets and sometimes something will happen down the line there. So it's definitely one to watch. It's definitely on our list of guys potentially being moved. And, John's not afraid to be active around the trade deadline or otherwise. So, we've got it earmarked.
Do you think that it's a stronger chance that he gets moved or a stronger chance he stays?
I put it around 50-50, I guess, at this point. Yeah, I put it around 50-50. We'll see. And things could change. And a lot of times, hey, if you got injuries, you got a need, and it's like, well, we can't afford to move them versus, hey, we can do almost a player-for-player type thing or some kind of package deal. There's a few moving parts on this one.
Do you have any insight at all, Mike, of just what – I mean, I know what the thought is out here in Seattle about Woolen, but any insight at all about why they would even contemplate moving him? I mean, this is a guy, his rookie season, he's finishes
phenomenal.
Fourth, I think, at third, maybe in the rookie of the year. He was a Pro Bowl. He was great. I mean, everyone envisioned him to be the next Richard Sherman. And then these last 2 years haven't been that. Now, out here, he just doesn't seem focused each game, each play. There's always a mistake that he makes. What I want to know is what is he like, if you have any insight behind the scenes? I mean, is he?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's getting toward fresh start territory, I don't know that he's necessarily a problem behind the scenes or anything like that. It's just more of you're right. Where is that level of play that we saw a couple of years ago? It's not there right now. And I've seen it go, especially with cornerbacks. When that confidence goes, it's unbelievable how the play follows it a lot of times. And sometimes it can reset. I mean, I covered a guy in Corey Webster with the Giants that was benched. And within a couple of years, he's key parts of their Super Bowl teams and, getting a $40 million deal. I mean, it can reset that way. And it depends on the guy and how he responds to things and how he can potentially reset. So, I don't, it's not a like, oh, this guy's got to go. He's a bad, it's none of that vibe that I'm getting by any stretch. And again, it's going to depend on how aggressive teams are, whether they think, hey, he comes here, he resets, and we can start seeing that play that we saw early in his career for us. We'll see.
And I would just to finish it up, I would think no team is going to offer them much. I mean, he's a 5th round pick. He's in the final year of his deal anyway, so you'd have to pay him. So I wouldn't see any team giving up much capital.
No, I think it's late compensation or sometimes player for player. A lot of times you'll see those in training camp. The Eagles are notorious for those. We're going to cut this guy. You're going to cut that guy. Let's trade him and see if they can get. And sometimes it works out. They think they did that with Ja'Cory Bennett. The Eagles did, and he's hurt right now, but he's been enough to be on their roster. So, maybe that's a team, by the way, that could be interested because there's a lot of teams that need cornerback help right now.
More, it just seems more displeasure, more dissatisfaction from Eagles wide receiver A.J. Brown about the passing offense. Is this heading to a divorce, or is this just him sounding off and this is fine and they'll put it in the rearview mirror as long as they keep winning?
They've been doing it for a couple of years, and I made a point of saying this on Good Morning Football today that I actually was almost sort of expecting what I put up there had nothing to do with, football. That's always the easier. You put something up there that's sort of, vague, and then you go, no, you guys are reading too much into it. I was almost expecting that. We didn't get that, which was great. I'm glad that AJ, and we've had it in the past. The two of them, AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts, had a spat on the sideline 2 years ago. And then it was like, oh, you guys are making too much of this. That stuff happens all the time. And, it's a productive conversation. And it's all about, wanting what's best for the team. And blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm glad I didn't have to carry that message out this time. I'm glad it was more on the nose and more addressing what it is. And, the one thing with all this, and AJ did say this as part of what he was laying out there, he's not a diva. He's not a selfish guy. It's more of I know I can help us get where we need to get. I don't need 100 catches for my ego, especially because he's gotten paid twice. It was more of a, I know I can get us out of this rut. Give me the football. Even when I'm not open, I'm open. We just did it last week against the Rams. 50-50 balls were coming my way. Great. Give me more of them.
But I guess the problem is, Mike, is he seems to do this, and correct me if I'm wrong. He seems to do this when they're winning.
Right.
Wasn't the last time they were in a good winning? They were in a winning streak and they were playing well.
Won a lot. Yeah.
4-0 right now. It's like they're not 2-2.
Yeah, but by the way, I'm with you. This is almost going to be devil's advocate here. Yeah. The consternation in Philadelphia right now with the offense and they're not passing the eye test, and Kevin Patullo, the offensive coordinator, is catching all kinds of flack, even though they've, at times, and this is the quarterback. Like, the quarterback is playing right now the way he feels he has to play to win the games. Mm-hmm. They had a game against the Cowboys that, he was able to look off of AJ and hit some other people. And it's like, hey, that got us to where we needed to get to. There was a defensive battle in Kansas City where the mentality was, don't make a mistake. Like, let's not give them anything more than what they've earned today. They won the game. The Rams game, they got down early because they couldn't feel the kickoff, and it was killing field position and the offense. And then Matt Pryor came into the game for Lane Johnson, and the right side of the line was getting killed. And Fred Johnson comes in, it shores it up, and now all of a sudden we needed to throw. So Jalen's like, okay, I'll take these chances to AJ. They did. They won the game. Then it was in Tampa. They were so good in the first half, they built this big lead. In the second half, it was about protecting it. And so there's a lot going on in Philadelphia right now, and AJ is sort of feeling it, and AJ is feeling like this offense is not what it was in the past and what it can be. Give me the football. I can help make it happen.
All right, let's move on to more drama. Okay, when I first saw this video from Sheduer Sanders, and I'm trying to, like everyone, on my computer, on my phone, I'm like, what's wrong with my audio? Why is it not working? Like, I can't. And then I realized, oh, he's being a mime. Like, yeah. What?
So what? I don't care. You care? Like, this was not.
It doesn't affect my life. So yes, I don't care. But here's the thing.
God.
This is why he fell. This is exactly why people don't trust to take him. This is exactly it.
I don't see it on this
type of behavior.
It's not, but
it's
listen,
childish.
If he had come out and said, like, I'm super disappointed, I feel like I didn't get a fair shake in the preseason, blah, 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 whatever, would have got destroyed.
Puckett crisis firm. Huh? Let me give you the Puckett crisis firm. I'm going to start a crisis firm, like a PR firm. I can represent you if you'd like in the future.
Sure. Hopefully not.
Well, it could be anything positive. Just a PR firm.
Okay.
They're going to go. Sheduer, the news that Dylan's starting and you're not. Your reaction. Yeah. I'm happy for Dylan. He's worked really hard in practice.
I'm a competitive guy. I always want to play. I know. There we go.
I'd like to win. I'd like to be that guy. But right now, this is Dylan's team, and I'm here to support Dylan and Joe Flacco. But it's so easy to do. It's just so easy to do.
Not for him. And I would say in the grand scheme of Sheduer Sanders, I think he played it just fine. There are other ways he could have. There are other ways I would have recommended. There are other ways he could have gone that would have been a disaster. Totally fine with it. Thought it was kind of funny. He's been criticized for less. He's been criticized for more. It's not a nothing burger because it was funny to me, and I appreciated it, but it was not a like, oh, here's more. If this guy acting like a spoiled brat, like, no.
Okay, so let me remove yourself from it. You would acknowledge, though, this does not help his case, how others view him, and maybe others in the league, maybe front office. I remove
myself. You're asking me my opinion.
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying you would acknowledge, though, that people that view him already have this opinion of him.
Yeah,
it does not help what he did.
I don't think there's nothing in the preseason I saw from him that I would say he's got to start over Dylan Gabriel. Right? So there's nothing he could say that could convince me or the team otherwise. Right? And I don't think that what I'm trying to say is there's a football reason for him not playing, and there are the other reasons that rub people the wrong way. And if the football reasons were good enough, it wouldn't matter, that other stuff. It wouldn't. Like, you'd take it and be like, oh, I wish he would tone it down, and the team would talk to him about that stuff, but it wouldn't matter. And that's what everybody needs to understand. The football reasons are enough to say Dillon Gabriel is the quarterback over him. I mean, he's not even the 2. He's the 3.
I know. Did you think Dillon Gabriel took a subtle shot at him when he was addressing the media?
This week?
Yeah.
I didn't see.
He just said something like, you have to take advantage of your time. You can't sit back and wait for your time. And people read it in that he was taking.
I'd have to see the clip, but it's the second time that he was sort of. Excuse me. Second time that he was sort of that he was implicated in what he said, because it was something in the preseason. He was responding to a specific question.
There's no doubt in my mind that they're not friends. There's
no way. No chance.
Are they cordial during during practice and meetings? Sure, but they aren't. There's
chance.
No way.
Zero.
There's no way they're buddies.
Zero.
There's no
chance.
way that is giving him advice on a throw and Gabriel's giving him advice on something. I'd love to be a fly on the wall for that one. What's up with Lamar Jackson? What's the latest on him?
What time is it? I don't know about his practice status today. If he didn't practice again, I would not be surprised. If he doesn't play, I would not be surprised. And I truly believe as they came into the week, it was like, let's see where he is by Friday. And because every conversation I had with somebody down there was if Cooper Rush has to play, we're confident in Cooper. Sure. And I was sort of taking the tone of this is greater than 50-50. He's not going to play. But I did get the sense that it wasn't 100% certainty, and I still don't think it is. They have to see maybe if he can do some stuff tomorrow. We'll see. But if he doesn't play, I would not be surprised.
Niners Rams tonight, Thursday night football. Rams heavy favorites in this game. I mean, the Niners. I mean, my God. You want to talk about injuries. This team's got injuries all over the place. Purdy's out. Jennings is out tonight. Pearsall's out tonight. I mean, my God, it's a mash unit over there.
Kittle's still out. Matter of fact, Kyle Brandt did a whole rant this morning on all the injuries, and he forgot Nick Bosa. Like, when he was done, I was like, oh, by the way, Nick Bosa's not playing. And, yeah, that's right, Nick Bosa. He kept going on his rant there. That's how many injuries they have, that you forgot their defensive player of the year who is out with an ACL at this point. It is, and I don't know the answer to it, because people are like, what is going on with San Francisco? And, the training staff and the medical staff, and everybody's got to answer for this stuff. And I don't know. I mean, sometimes it's soft tissue stuff. Sometimes it's a torn ACL. There's no way of predicting this kind of stuff. And I know coaches have tried to, do we lighten the load? Do we, do something with strength and conditioning? And it's just, they've obviously tried a lot of stuff. It's not like they go, well, it's just probably injury luck. Like, they're trying to limit these injuries. They just can't.
Bad luck. If Robert Saleh got his hands on Liam Cohen, if they were like UFC, how quickly would it be over?
I think you know the answer to that.
Like under 5 seconds?
Lamb's a bigger guy than you think.
Well, so I know, but when he turned to him on the field and goes, and I quote, I will fucking end you, I would have ran. If I was Liam Cohen.
Saleh said that, or Liam said that?
No, that's what Saleh said.
Oh, I didn't hear that
I think
part.
he said something.
I saw the clip.
He goes, they were on the field and he goes, you don't want this. I will fucking end you.
I saw the keep my name out of it. Now, I also saw that Liam was 10 yards past him when he finally turned around and said something.
Well, that was his best. And he was running. He was kind of running and then surrounded by a bunch of people when he said it. I mean, come on, man. You say something to go up and talk to him, but.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a shame that these two teams only going to play each other every 4 years. And I don't know that we're going to see a Niners-Jaguars Super Bowl anytime soon, because you want to see that come up again. That'd be great. Now, the other thing is, don't forget, Saleh interviewed for that job down there and was sort of on the wait. Now, I don't think that's he was trying to say, like, hey, they do a good job of decoding everything that we do, but when you say stealing signs, when
you say legal stealing, I mean, you're implicating something else.
What he was trying to do was let them know that we know that you know. right?
Yeah.
Like that was all that. But do it in a way of like, hey, they do a good job. So we're on alert for that. So, almost kind of put that in his head. So but Liam took it a certain way, and yeah, not surprised that ended with that.
Yeah. Jack sneaky good, kind of.
I don't know. Their schedule so far, you look at the teams they played, it's going to get real starting this week. Kansas City, Seahawks, and Niners. 3 at home. But Kansas City, Seahawks, Niners, 3 teams that I'm expecting to be in the postseason after playing 4 teams that may not be.
Okay.
Not Niners. Hold on. They just played the Niners. Kansas City, Seattle. Who else? They play one more team. That's a...
Hold on, I'll get it for you, sir. Panthers. They opened up with the Panthers, Bengals, Texans, 49ers.
The next 3.
This? Oh, yeah, they got the Chiefs, then the Seahawks, then the Rams. Yeah, next 3.
Rams. There you go. It was the other NFC West team. Yeah. So this is, and again, all 3 are at home. But if you're legit, like you got to go 2-1. I can't see 1 and 2 right here because then I'm going to come out of that stretch and go, a little bit of fool's gold to start the season. But we'll see.
Yeah. Let's see what else I was going to ask you. Jackson Dart. That's what I was going to ask you. That was a good debut. He looked good.
Yeah, but it's not bad. I mean, it's a 1 week. Yeah. Let's just keep it small, keep it tight, use his legs, and he took some shots. You don't want to see too much of that. Took some shots. Now it's got to you got to expand upon that. The problem is you'd like to expand upon that with Malik Neighbors. You don't have him, which is just going to be brutal. The mentality with the Giants was almost like what the feel in that place was. Why can't we have nice things? That's kind of how the other day felt for them into Monday. I talked to somebody there. I was like, "What's going on?" Victory Monday. I was like, "Come on." I understand the magnitude of the injury, but there's not been a lot of Victory Mondays around there. Enjoy the day, for crying out loud. So I need to see now more expanding upon it. This is a guy that can work the field. He's not just a legs first type of guy. Let's see him make some throws and let's see him work some defenses. I need to see that now, especially going against the Saints. Like if you win this game, you're 2-0, and this team is 2-3 in a stretch where we were looking at 1-4, 0-5 potentially for them.
Last thing for you. Bengals make a move for a quarterback?
I don't think so. I think there's conversations have been made. I mean, I don't think it'd be for Russ. It would probably be for Kirk. And there's just so many moving parts. Atlanta's going to have to take on a bunch of money. Arthur Blank's been reluctant to spend all that money and then just get rid of the guy. There's a $10 million guarantee next year that the Bengals might have to eat because Atlanta held on to him long enough that triggered. It's like, Burrow is going to be back, so you're going to pay $10 million to a guy who's not there. There's a lot of moving parts on that one. I would lean no. I wouldn't rule it out completely.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it. On tonight, right? We got the Insiders. We got the special
Insiders on Fast TV starting at 3 o'clock your time. 3 o'clock your time also on NFL Network. NFL Game Day kickoff ahead of the Thursday night football game, which hopefully will be more competitive than Vegas thinks at this point.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. See you next week.
You got it, pal.
There he is, Mike Garafolo, NFL Network, brought to you by Hartley and Hartley Insurance. Your trusted family-owned insurance experts in the Puget Sound area since 1978. Honesty, fairness, integrity. Contact Jamie Hartley, 253-565-8700. Also, Zogs on Fox Island. Perfect spot to grab a cold beer, hang out with friends, catch the game. Check out Zogs on Facebook and Instagram for their hours and event times. In case you missed any of the appearance there with Mike Garafolo, it will all be part of the Daily Puck Drop up there on YouTube. Also there on all podcast platforms, Apple, Spotify, wherever you find your podcast. A little switcheroo in the schedule. We're actually going to catch up and do KJ-Arent now with Mitch Levy, Mitch Unfiltered, and then connect here with Brad Adam coming up here momentarily. And again, reminder on KJ-Arent with Mitch, host, of course, of the Mitch Unfiltered podcast. The entire show airs during the live show here on the DPD. But once the live show concludes, the only way to catch KJ-Arent is to join Puck's Posse at pucksports.com or become a patron at MitchUnfiltered.com. Before we do KJ-Arent, let's get a word from one of our sponsors, Georgetown Brewery.
Drink Georgetown Tavern Beer. your new locally brewed domestic style lager. 4.2% alcohol. Cheap, good, local.
World is our oyster. We can do whatever we want on this show. We can do whatever we want.
What's the description going to be like, though, at the end? How many lines? What's the overall?
Hey, it was first of all, it was better last week. Like, I purposely went in and did even more, and I'm like, this is too wordy. I don't like it. Mitch joins Puck. They talk Mariners. Bye. That's what it's going to be this week. It's too much. Do you when you listen to these?
Yes.
If you do, do you read the description?
Our description, the one for us?
No, just any. Just you listen to Joe Schmo, restaurant podcast. Do you read it?
No,
okay.
I don't listen to it. I don't read it.
Oh, that's good.
I don't listen to it at all.
Well, if you were going to, would you read the description?
I've got no interest in podcasts.
That's the beauty of it.
I got no.
You got no. You don't listen to anything, do you?
I listened to one podcast, and that was the Sports Pit, and that just
it always comes back to the Sports Pit.
Well, should we come back to the sport? When was the last time you guys did an episode? Is the month up yet?
It's coming out. There's a new episode coming out on this Thursday, on October 2nd on Thursday.
Do you feel a little extra pressure for it to be good because you only do it once a month?
No.
And, you should feel extra pressure.
I expect it to be worse. I expect it to be bad.
It should be better because the topics and the fun and the jokes have mounted up over the last month. Boy,
yeah, it all. You know, we just like to save it all for one big shenanigans.
As a consumer of that show, I'm just warning you, it better be good this week.
It's probably not going to be good. It's probably not. It's gonna, we're going to do a whole Mariners playoff preview, and then let's see if that can last a month.
How many people took you up on your offer when you offered to refund their money when the Sports Pit went to
one person?
What's his name or her name?
I can't remember their name. They're just like, I'd like my money back, and I'm like, I wanted to be like, really? I mean, come on. It's not just that. You're supporting all of it. So then he was like, hey, he was adamant. I said, fine. I said, no problem. So we gave him his money.
Let me get this straight. This person, when you introduced the Sports Pit, threw $5 into the kitty.
He actually signed up for the year.
Signed up for the year.
So it's like $55 or something like that.
As soon as he signed up for the year, you took the Sports Pit to a monthly show.
No, but he had been on there. He'd been on there for a bit. Almost a couple months, I think.
Now, did you go over to his house and give him his money back?
I paid him in change. I said, here's your fucking quarters, man. I need this. You do realize what I need this now. Just they refunded it back to him. It was all good.
Now, what are you going to do on Sunday and Saturday when the shit really hits the fan?
Okay, I want to get to that in a second, but we always got to I have to remind people.
Yes, you do.
KJ-Arent, Mitch Levy, Mitch Unfiltered, world-renowned, top 1% podcast in the world. Right behind Joe Rogan, there's Mitch Levy.
Jesus.
Now, a reminder, they do the same show, by the way. A reminder now, during the daily puck drop here on Puck Sports.
Yes.
You get all of it during the live show. All of it. Now, once the live show cuts off, the only place to watch or listen to the full show, I give you a little snippet, but the only place to watch or listen to the full show is if you are a patron, Mitch Unfiltered patron, sign up there.
$5.
Or a Puck's Posse member, just go to pucksports.com, $5 a month.
2 follow-ups on that before you go to your little list, because I know you have a little list. It's really exciting, that list.
Yeah, shut up. It's not. You want to see my grocery list? That's more exciting.
I have 2 follow-ups. One, I was hearing on social media, or somebody wrote us, maybe it was an email, that your Patreon is actually more expensive than mine. Did you see that?
I didn't respond because I didn't like the tone of the email.
Are you more expensive than me?
I have no idea.
Well, I think it is. I think it's more expensive. I think it's about 74 cents more.
It's not. Stop it. I don't like what you're doing because now you're just saying spend money with Mitch and not Puck.
No.
Shit,
It's
no,
not.
I don't know. I get the thing I see it.
But I think
says
that
$5.
I think that guy emailed us and he said, listen, I pay about 78 cents more for pucks per month than I do.
First of all, he said it was 50 cents, not 78 cents.
50 cents, whatever it was.
Stop
the thing is, and I really mean this from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah,
if the guy who asked you for the refund happens to be either well, we know he's not listening on Puck Sports because he's no longer a Puck's Posse member.
Well, yeah, he can listen to the free stuff.
If he happens to be watching this on X or wherever the social media platforms that you have, I'm making a plea. Write me directly. You get a free membership, free to Mitch Unfiltered. Come on. Come on aboard.
Is this your plan? Are you just trying to siphon off my guys? God.
The switch.
God,
free.
Lord.
Not only free, not free for a month. If you're listening right now, Mr. Whoever you are that asked him for a refund, I'm giving you a full, you know what? Lifetime.
Shut up. Terrible.
Lifetime.
Come on. It's $5. I was trying to think the other day.
That man's money is no good with me. I love him. He can come over to Mitch Unfiltered whenever he's ready.
Can you buy anything right now for $5? Something that satisfies you.
Yeah, no,
just nothing.
How much? And I'm sorry, I don't know. How much does a quarter pounder with cheese cost right now? You have any idea?
I don't. I would guess, and I can look it up.
Yeah,
I would say like $3.50.
Okay, so this is more. A month of you is more, especially with the 50 cents extra, is more of you than it is for a quarter pounder with cheese.
And here I was, I didn't even respond to the guy because I was sticking up for you.
Why for me?
Well, because I didn't like it. Maybe Mitch should charge the 50 cents extra to afford lawyer fees. I didn't like that. I didn't like that call.
Do I need to teach you about days off and how pitchers work, or are you beyond?
I worded it wrong. That's what it was the problem. Yes, I need a tutorial on how that works.
I feel a little ashamed is not the right word. I feel a little sad that I didn't see your shtick with your first shtick of the week with Jim Moore.
Not a shtick.
Well, I think it's a shtick. I think it's lovely. I think it's the best thing going. You and Jim Moore are great, and I try to listen. I don't listen I don't listen after it's done. I try to listen on X, and I was hopeful to catch you and him gloating about Washington's loss to Ohio State. I never got a chance to hear it. Was he really like the cat who ate the canary, or was it not? Or was it not enough of a blowout? Was it too close for Jim's liking?
I don't even think we talked about it. Not one time. I think it was a lot of a lot of M's, and I think it was a lot of Ryder Cup. We did a lot of Ryder Cup.
Are they still playing the M's?
We did a lot of Ryder Cup. I don't think we got the only thing we celebrated was that we both took Ohio State. So we both covered. I think that was the only thing that kind of came up about the game.
Well, he was talking about the Ohio State-Washington game before the Apple Cup. He was so convinced that they were going to lose. Your boys were going to lose the Apple Cup. He was already saying he hopes that they just get destroyed against Ohio State. And maybe this is an indication that you guys didn't talk about it, that maybe it was a little closer, a little more competitive than you would have liked. I don't know. I can't get into his. Call him. You want his number?
Ask him. I don't know. Why he didn't come up.
You come up with the little list. Why didn't you bring it up?
Because I didn't really care about it. It was a kind of a boring game, really, for that. I was just kind of,
Yeah.
I think the only thing we talked about was just, like Damon Williams is not going to be, it's a stark contrast the week before when you're playing against some South Dakota State kids and you can get away from a bunch of those scrambles. But when you play a kid, that linebacker, whatever number he was,
2.
Was it 2 or 8? Well, whatever. That kid was just everywhere, man.
Yeah, well, they've got good players.
Yeah, I mean, your guy Jed Fish, he really knows how to coach in big games. I'll give him that, though.
My guy, Jed,
you're
Fish,
kind of a Jed Fish guy.
Really knows
how. Because you're kind of connected with Neuheisel, and that's like Neuheisel's best friend.
Big games. What kind of stupid comment is that? How many big games did he play?
Well, he hasn't been in. He's been in very few, but he's kind of.
Is that what you done?
He's kind of crapped the bed in those
You're
games.
pushing me on the University of Washington playing big games, really? I got bigger fish to fry. I'm just nervous about what's
You asked me about Sunday. Well, I was going to ask you about Sunday.
Okay.
Because you usually, I think I remember you have Seahawks tickets. I still have them?
I have Seahawks tickets, yes.
Are you double dipping?
No, I don't go to the games anymore.
Oh, you're out. You're out. Now, why? Why are you out on Seahawks games?
I literally work on Sundays from 10 a.m. till like midnight. I don't even stop. I stop for a potty break, maybe a lunch. I work all the way through the day on Sundays. It's true. You could believe that or choose not to believe that. Ask my wife. She'd be happy to verify. She's not very happy with me on Sundays. I am literally...
This is stuff for the show.
Yeah.
Not like stuff around the house.
No, stuff around the house. You just see the guy in the back. He does.
I mean, what are you doing? You're doing that stuff all day on Sunday?
It's a 3-hour show that comes out on Monday, and I can't really record any of it until the Seahawks and Mariners are complete, right? If I try to record it before those games are played, how good is Monday? Not that it's any good anyway, but I got to wait, and I got to sit here and do it. I don't go to the games anymore.
So that's it's no other reason.
Well,
crowds, boorish behavior. The drunken guys and walking through the concourse bumping India, and it's not that.
No, it's definitely not any of that. I did that for years and years and years. Yeah. So I will be here at home watching Saturday, Sunday, nervous as all hell. I'm really nervous about Saturday. I've worked myself into, you know how you mentally work yourself into something that now your mind's playing tricks on you. Danny O'Neill, I just did a show with him. He said, stop it. He just told me to stop it. So I'm going to try to stop. But
work yourself up into a tizzy. What's got you worked so much up on Saturday? Because they're going to face like some has-been starter and they got to win that game. Is that where you're getting at?
Well, especially if it's Detroit. I mean, if it's Cleveland, I think I can give myself a little bit of a break. But if it's Detroit who wins today, as we record this, I guess we're doing this in the morning.
Yeah.
I have in my mind determined that if Detroit wins Game 3 against Cleveland, and they start their number 4 starter,
right,
against whoever you choose in Game 1 at your ballpark where you're so good, and you are facing the prospects of 2 Tarek Skubals in games 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Mm-hmm.
I've just now convinced myself that the Mariners almost have to win Game 1. It's a must-win.
You name the Tigers' 4th starter.
I could have about a day ago, but I've now forgotten.
I had to look it up. Do you know Ryder Montero?
That's right. Well, he's one of them. There's a couple of them that they.
Yeah, I mean, but he's technically theirs. But
how do you feel about that? I mean, there are. I mean, we've all watched baseball playoffs forever, and we all know that every once in a while, well, not every once in a while, every year, there's 1 or 2 or 3 guys that can literally, starting pitchers I'm talking about, that can win a series, that can go out there in 2 of the 5 games and win a series for you. And if that exists, if you accept that theory, then he's certainly the guy. He's the guy. Tarek Skubal in Game 2. Now, I know you're going to tell me the Mariners beat him twice, and I know all that stuff, but it doesn't matter. That doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, but that's the regular season. I don't care what they did in the regular season. I don't. I'm with you on Tarek Skubal. That dude is an absolute bulldog. He's a bulldog.
He throws 101 from the left side in the 6th inning, and his 90-mile-an-hour changeup or whatever that is that dips, it's just unhittable. It's completely, he's going to win the Cy Young again. So let me ask you, let me turn it around on you. Mariners lose Game 1, 3-2 to the Tigers. Mariners throw Logan Gilbert in Game 1. The Tigers throw Jesus Montero in game 1.
And it's Sunday.
And the Tigers beat them on Saturday, and it's 1-0, best of 5. Scooble starts on 4 days rest in game 2. He looms in game 5. In Vegas, who are you betting to win that series after game 1 where the Mariners lose to the Tigers?
I don't like. Yeah, I mean, it's full advantage Detroit at that point. Of course it is. I mean, absolutely.
So that
because he could turn around right on short rest and go on game 5, correct? Or would he be on normal?
Full rest.
See, you and I were talking about this, and now I agree with you that it's highly unlikely, but I don't know with AJ Hinch. I would be curious if he would go on short rest and start him on 4 days. Just curious if he would do it on his 4th day rather than his 5th.
On 3 days rest. Where? On game 1? In game 1?
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, I wouldn't put any money on it, but I'm just saying I wonder.
I'm telling you the chances. The chances are no. He won't even consider it. I'm gonna give you the reasons. I'll give you the reasons. Number 1, he threw 107 pitches.
Right.
On 4 days early, 5 days. Okay, 4 days earlier.
He's never pitched on short rest this season, by the way.
Number 2, never pitched on short rest. Number 3, if he does pitch in game 1 on 3 days rest, he can only throw about 3 or 4 innings. Why would you want that? 4 or 5 innings. And number 4, and here's the most important part, you get no benefit of him pitching in game 1 because he can't pitch until game 5 anyway.
Yeah.
He can't go 1-4. He can only go 1-5 or 2-5 because of the way the days off.
Right.
So you get 0. There is literally, AJ Hinch will not even consider for a second. He's going to try to do what I'm telling you. He's going to say, hey, I got the Mariners better beat us in game 1. I'm throwing my number 4 starter. We're going out there. We're not expected to win. If we win, we are in business. If we take game 1, he's going to try to steal game 1.
I pretty much, I'm with you 90%. I just think I'm just
100%.
I think that I would offer this up for game 1. I don't know if it's as clear cut he's going with his number 4 guy, because I'm just thinking that the way that he views the playoffs and the way he's done it and has playoff experience, he may throw something different out there than we expect.
Okay,
I'm saying it's a possibility. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
Something different, I'm okay with. Yeah. There is no way he's going to ask Scooble on 3 days rest to take the ball in game 1 again, because there's no advantage to doing it to him. There's nothing.
It would be under that. Let's just assume Woo he's not going to pitch in game 1. It's just assume he's not going to do that. And so it doesn't look like 2.
Really?
And it seems, well, at least I talked to Ryan Divish yesterday on Wednesday's show.
Yeah. And
he said in all likelihood it's the game 3. So what, Tuesday in Detroit? Or Tuesday in whatever, Detroit or Cleveland?
Yes.
So what do you go? You go Gilbert, Castillo?
Well, Kirby's thrown the hell out of the ball the last 2 starts. I don't know that it's a good guarantee that I would go Gilbert Castillo. Okay. I don't know. I'm not sitting here with the numbers of them against Detroit or Cleveland. I'm not sitting here with the numbers, their splits about home and road. I think a lot of that would go into my thinking. Who's better on the road? Who's better at Cleveland? Who's better at Detroit? Who's better against those hitters?
Well, Castillo's terrible on the road, or has been. I mean, the only one that's good on the road has been Woo. Now, for Gilbert, they both have been. I mean, remember, Castillo in those 2 games against Detroit, if it is Detroit, he beat Scooble. And I think one of them, I just did this yesterday. I think one of them, Cleveland, he pitched against Cleveland this year and gave up 2 earned runs. I mean, Cleveland's offense is nothing to.
Without seeing what I'm asking to see, if you're just asking me for just a blanket answer, I think I would go Logan Gilbert in 1, Castillo in 2, and then Woo and Kirby in some order in 3 and 4. That's what I think.
And then you've got Gilbert. You can swing Gilbert back in 5, or I don't know. You could even go Castillo, I guess.
Well, this is the reason why I don't think there's. I would be very, very surprised if Luis Castillo pitches game 1. I'm just going to leave it at that.
I would agree with that,
because whoever pitches in game 1 comes back on 4 nights if there is a game 5. 4 days rest.
Yeah.
Game 5. So he would probably be, whoever's won would probably be your Game 5 starter.
Yeah.
And I think of all the pitchers, do you want Castillo twice in the series? Would he be the one pitcher you want twice in the series? I don't think it is.
Here's where I would just, if it, like we're in debate in high school, I would take Castillo's side for a second. There's something, one, he's pitched better in the last month of the season. Number two, there's something about him when a big game is on the line. He has this ability to rise to an occasion to deliver a good performance. There's kind of that playoff Castillo to him. You know, maybe I'm just romanticizing what he did in Toronto, and that's probably some of it. But the way he's looked here recently has looked more like that guy that we saw in Toronto.
I agree, but again, I'll just say it. You take the 4 guys and you say in a 5-game series, one of them is going to pitch twice. One, not 2 of them. One of the 4 Mariners pitchers is going to pitch twice. I don't think there's any way that it's Castillo of the 4. It wouldn't be for me. It would be, in fact, it would be any one of the other 3 before it would be Castillo for me to pitch twice in the series.
So Gilbert would be your guy you'd want to see twice.
Well, Woo would be with the guy.
Well, yeah, Woo would be the one if he were healthy.
Yeah, I think Logan Gilbert in game 1. If he's pitched in the playoffs, he's had the experience, he knows the bright lights, he's pitched. If you go back to Logan Gilbert's last 5 starts, I think what you're going to find is in all 5 starts he pitched well, but he got himself in a little bit of trouble, like with one pitch here and one pitch, like would give up a 2-run homer, but has struck out a ton of guys, has gotten a lot of swings and misses, has incredible movement. I think Logan Gilbert is if it's not Brian Wu, I think Logan Gilbert is the game 1 star.
It's just the only reason is just him not being able to go deep into games.
Can't go deep into games.
That's been he's got a ton of strikeouts, but it's just not working deep into games, which has been frustrating to watch. So you're not double dipping. I'm going to go to the Mariners game. It's going to take me a million years to get down there. I'm going to game 2. I'm going to game 2.
Okay.
Yeah, which is going to be great. 5:00. Good Lord. Place is going to be a zoo down there.
Why are you complaining?
Nothing. I'm just going to be a zoo. It's going to be an awesome zoo. It's going to be awesome to watch the amount of humanity coming in and out around that area.
You're not going to go to see Baker Mayfield?
I'm not going to go see Baker Mayfield. I wanted to go, but couldn't pull it off. I did because you know what? And I only have one reason why I wanted to go to the game.
I'm going to tell you why.
Game.
I know the reason.
You know why.
I know why. The uniforms.
Yeah. I love those uniforms. I love them both.
I was going to say the Bucks, too. The creams.
So nice. They're so pretty. They're so gorgeous. Just reminds me of old Vinny Testaverde right there. Jack Thompson, by the way. Jack Thompson, the Throne Samoan, wore those. Did you know that?
I'm aware.
Yeah.
I'm aware that
beautiful. Beautiful uniforms. What else I was going to ask you?
Ryder Cup? No.
Oh, I do. I have something for Ryder Cup.
Riq Woolen? No.
I'm going to get, you don't have to ask about Riq Woolen. I don't care. Ryder Cup. You know the storyline with the Ryder Cup, right? Everyone's talking about the vulgar language, how the crowd acted, how the U.S. played, the captain, Keegan Bradley. That's not the number one storyline. Here's the most embarrassing thing from the fucking Ryder Cup. You want to know what it is? This is it. This is the most embarrassing thing.
Slow down. You guys all took Adderall this morning. Slow down. Here we go. 1, 2, clap. 1, 2, clap.
Bears.
Here come the lyrics.
Stupid.
Scotty Scheffler.
Why do you play?
Hold on. It's more. I love when they get into the DeChambeau. This guy.
We're going to try this one more time.
Yeah. Let's one more time. Let's do it.
All right. We want the whole crowd rocking when you stamp it on the bleachers, all right? Ready? One more time. We'll start off. 1, 2, 3. That's Scotty Scheffler.
Oh, Mitch, this is why people hate us. So that's the most embarrassing thing from the Ryder Cup. I mean, I hate what the language and all that crap that happened and all that. That right there was the worst thing from the Ryder Cup. So bad.
I think when you put it all together, that, what you just played, and our behavior as fans and our team's behavior and everything else, and Keegan Bradley, I think what's only right is we shouldn't be able to host it for the next 8 years. It should be over there for the next 4. They should get the next 4 home course advantages.
Can you be captain? I think you would do a better job.
Why? What was your problem with Well, the setup of the course, I think, is what people don't talk about. But
yeah, I mean, he made it easy.
Yeah.
There's nothing penal about the thing.
Yeah.
I just don't.
No.
I'll be on. I'll give you 2 guys that I would have liked to see that have not been playing good golf. But to me, I just think they overthink the who's playing good.
Yeah.
And so they should be on the team.
Yeah.
Give me Jordan Spieth and Patrick Reed on the team because it means something to them, because they care about it. And they'll rise to the occasion to it. And Ben Griffin and his stupid aviator glasses should have been nowhere near that team. Terrible.
Well,
Russell Henley. I mean, those guys aren't built for this.
Well,
Patrick Reed was boring to play in the Ryder Cup. I don't like Patrick Reed.
Oh,
I don't like him.
I'd rather lose without Patrick Reed.
Oh, but you know that he would thrive in that.
I saw somebody say on social media, which means it's got to be true. I saw somebody say that there is an algorithm or some sort of a computer or data metrics that spouted out before.
Yes.
Did you see this?
Yes.
I even bring this up. I don't think anybody really cares
Just
about
bring it up, though, first, because there's someone out there there's a lot of people that don't know what you're about to say.
Well, I don't know if it's even interesting, but there were metrics, there were numbers spit out about who would be the worst partnership that you could put together in the Ryder Cup, the worst duo. And I think it was Colin Morikawa and Harris English. Am I wrong about that?
No, you're correct.
Okay. Literally, the computer said that of the 12, there's 12 of them, right? 10 of them? Or 12
there was 132 combinations. They
130
were 132.
Yeah, like the worst combination, the one duo that you have to stay away from would be the Morikawa English. And not only did Keegan Bradley put them together and send them out there, they got boat raced in the first run, and then he turned around and he did it again the next day. And they got killed the next day.
Murdered.
The data said the 2 guys that shouldn't even be in the same meeting room at the same time, he put them together out there. I don't know.
All right. When we talk next week, we'll be through 4 games, right? Yes.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday off, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off.
Yes. For Friday would be game 5.
Right.
Okay. What do we think? Are we head?
It's over.
It's over.
Yeah.
The Mariners have won.
When we speak next week, the Mariners are into the American League Championship Series.
Perfect. There you heard it there first. Mitch Levy, KJ-Arent with Mitch Unfiltered. Again, the only place to get the full show. Well, during the live show, we offer free. But once the live show is over, the only place, 2 places to watch and listen to the full show, be a patron, Mitch Unfiltered, and be a Puck's Posse at pucksports.com.
Is there too much headroom today? Was I too low?
No, you're good. You look great.
Okay.
I'm just staring at all the people walking wherever that backdrop is.
Well, it's kind of like the Today Show. They want to get in on the act,
just like the Today Show. All right, Mitchie, we'll see you next week. Thanks. Excellence in dining? Visit John Howie's Steak and experience premier Northwest dining. Prime custom aged steaks, award-winning wine, unmatched level of service. You won't be disappointed. Make your next reservation today at johnhowiesteak.com. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Brad Adam. Wow. Oh, it's like a wind tunnel. It's hot. Got hot. It's really loud there.
What's that? Is it?
Yeah. Wow.
I don't know.
I got you. Let me just turn you down.
I don't know.
You got a hot mic, sir.
You're the technical one. Let me turn it down.
No, you're good. You're good.
No.
You're good. I'm glad to catch up with you. I'm a little bittersweet to catch up with you. There's a lot to unpack.
Man.
I'd rather just be, here's the thing. I'd rather be talking about the baseball team. And I know we're going to talk about the Mariners because I know that's what you want to talk about. And it would be a nice distraction just to talk about the baseball team.
Yeah.
But let's just start with obviously the huge news that not only just impacts you professionally, but personally, and then so many people that you work with, that you've worked with for so many years. You know, Sunday was the last game for you guys on Root Sports.
Are you trying to get me to cry again?
I'm not going to go Roy Firestone on you. Brad, tell me about that moment when you found it. But I mean, a lot of people reached out to you. There was a lot of great comments that people have made, and I just know how much of that was a difficult thing for you and others to go through.
It was, and thank you for your statement that you had on your podcast about the employees there. It was a very rough week. Just knowing what was happening to Root, knowing that, 96% of us will be losing their jobs. We knew that Monday. Then to do the shows, to celebrate, it was a cool moment. It's certainly happy for the team, definitely bittersweet for us. And then to do the final show was difficult as well. And we're not doing any postseason stuff. They've elected not to do anything. So essentially off. People are essentially done. Most of us. Fortunately, Angie and I are going to be back. Angie's going to work with the Mariners, for the Mariners. I mean, Mariner employee, whatever. And I'll be with MLB. So I think next year, hopefully, will look the same. Just Root will be gone. The channel will still be there. I believe it's still going to be the same channel on Xfinity, DirecTV, everything. It'll just be the game and no other programming. So it'll be the game, whatever post game we do, then it'll be dark until the next game. And hopefully it'll still be, the pre and post that we do at home, the half hour. Probably no pre on the road like this year, and then a post game. But that's all to be determined. It was very difficult. But like you said, it was very nice, gratifying, satisfying that people reached out and said, "Hey, thank you for all the years." Angie and Jen and myself have been together for 19 years. Angie and I have been together 25. So it was really cool to see the kind of reaction from the fans that have grown up. We're kind of that old now. People growing up watching us, talking to people out in the pen. Everybody just kind of wondering what was going on and what's happening to us. And so it was very, very humbling, very nice of fans and viewers to reach out and be concerned. So that kind of made the situation somewhat better. But it was still obviously very, very difficult situation that we're still going through.
Yeah, because I think when you're in this business, right, whether it's television, this medium or radio, what have you, there's an audience there, but you don't, there's not this live interaction with them.
Right.
And so when you have someone that comes up to you and tells you, or you go through something like this, you realize of a lot of people that you do impact. And I'm sure that was probably for all of you overwhelming here in the last few days to hear from all those people.
Yeah, it was. And I'm not a big social media guy. My girls had to post I did on Instagram. They did that for me. I don't really know how. And then they were able to show me the comments and like, oh, so many likes, which is really cool. Yeah, just seeing the fans out there the last couple of days was really nice. It's humbling.
How hard was it to get through that show, though?
Oh, it was brutal. I mean, I knew going in that I was going to lose it. Angie was crying days before, so, and then I would cry when she cried. So it was just a mess. And then Jen was losing it in the press box before the show. And we're like, oh, geez, who's going to go first? And then, we get through the show. And then like the last segment was for us, to say goodbye. And Jen started it. And once she kind of choked up, we all did. And it was sad.
Because you worked, out of college, you'd worked a little bit, but that's been your job, 25 years.
25 years.
Yeah, that was the main job. You had work. I think I'm correct in saying this. Have you worked with Angie longer than you've been married?
Yes. Yeah. We pointed that out. Yes. Both of us, she was with me when I met my wife, Heidi. Good old Pesos. Lower Queen Anne. Remember Pesos?
And when you can pull something out of Pesos on a Saturday night
after the show,
that is marriage
potential, marriage quality.
There. Boy, did they not have the best bartenders in the world?
Oh, they did. They were great.
Those gals.
They were great. And so we always say that we met at a Mexican restaurant. Not just a bar.
Not just anyone. That was not first of all, that was not a restaurant. You were not going in there to eat.
No.
They were not going there to eat.
So Ange was there. And then, I was obviously around when she met her husband, Jarrett, and, different people that we've dated throughout the years before we met our spouse. It was just, it's a lot of, Ange and I have a lot of history. And then Jen came over, 19 years ago. So,
let me like a personal question. Is it you're a huge baseball fan and you've obviously become a Mariners fan. Is it a weird feeling to be in right now? Because you're like, you have to be excited about what's coming up for them on Saturday.
Right.
You know a lot of the players and all the coaches and just everybody. Is it bittersweet? Is it weird?
It's not weird now because postseason, in 22, we did like a pre to the pregame national and the post to the post. We traveled, did stuff. That's all team dictated. A lot of teams don't do anything postseason, like the Padres don't. This year, the Mariners aren't. Dodgers are doing full shows. I think the Yankees are doing full shows. So
you guys they're not going to do anything, even if they go to the World Series.
Nothing. So that part you're like, because this is, a real chance, I think, for this team to get there for the first time. So, you'd like to kind of be a part of that. I still want to go to the home games at least.
Are you going to be able to get tickets though?
TBD. But the week of was difficult, just knowing what was happening and then, being told that and then going out to do the show where they clinch and you're like, well, this is awesome. But then
because you guys found out a week before it became public.
No, we found out Monday and then Tuesday they clinched a playoff berth. We got told more information Wednesday and then Wednesday they clinched the West. So
and Friday is when they announced it.
And then Friday when they announced it. Right. So we knew a few days, obviously, the week of. And so just the emotions of, team making it, which is awesome. And then this happening and then trying to find out some plan or logistics going forward, which obviously we're still working on. That was a very difficult week, to put it mildly. Yeah.
I've not something like that. I mean, I've gone through something like that. I can only imagine. That's just it's hard. It's because you work there, having experienced the same thing. You've worked someplace so long, it becomes part of you. It is you. There's a lot of it that's you. You've grown up at that TV station. So and to see all the the changes from Root Sports to God, when you started, was it Prime Sports?
No, it was just after Prime. It was
just after Prime.
They just did Fox Sports.
Okay.
Net, Fox Sports Northwest.
Yes.
FSN, yeah. And
I used to love it. I mean, the Northwest Sports Report. I mean, it was a
half hour show.
It was great. I miss those days. I really do.
We had a lot to cover. I mean, we came here. It was Pac-12 was big.
Yeah.
Sonics big. Mariners, obviously. And Kraken came and gone. They have all come and gone. But the Mariners have stayed. So
for the future of it, for people who are just what can you share, I guess, for Mariner fans? Like if they have cable, they're going to be able to still get it?
Yes. My understanding.
It will be the same 627 if you have Comcast, but it only just shows the game, and then other than that, it's just dark?
Yes. That's my understanding. It'll be rebranded as, I don't know,
weird.
Mariners TV or
I think it's Mariners, because that's everything that's MLB is just Padres TV, Rockies TV.
Yeah. So, if it's let's say it's a 7-10 game, 7 o'clock, boom,
it comes on.
Maybe a little bit of a pregame, blah, 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 game, post game, and then boom.
And will there be, and I know you went through this, will there be a post game?
I believe so. I believe there'll be a post game. I hope that they keep it the same at home, where it's a half hour pre and a half hour post. Yeah. I'm not sure if we're going to have the same set out there, or that might look different. Okay. But I would imagine that, and there'll still be a post on the road. Like, I'll still be traveling, on the road. So,
you're still going to go. How do you said earlier, Angie will be an employee of the Mariners. You'll be an employee of MLB. How does that work? How do you know how the rhyme or reason, how you determine that?
No, not really. And it'll just be, that's still some of the information that we're still finding out and going through, and how it all works out, and how many games and who, and kind of the schedule. I mean, obviously the Mariners have bigger priorities.
Sure.
I mean, although this is important, obviously, to them, but the playoffs are pretty big. So I would imagine that we'll wait till after that to figure a lot of things out, hash out schedule wise and stuff like that. But we're hoping that it'll look the same. We'll still do pre's and posts and posts on the road and travel and do everything. And it'll just be the same, but it'll be, Mariners TV, I guess. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out a way to ask this, because I'm putting myself in your position. And I know how
you want to know about the golf show, don't you?
Well, we'll get to fairways and fastballs, because if that goes away, I'm out.
One more episode. I'm excited. Negron and James Paxton. And wait till you see the challenge. It's my best one yet. I humbly say.
Negron, not bad?
Not bad at all. He can hit it.
Really?
Yeah, I give him a baseball bat on the first challenge hole. I didn't get Paxton a baseball.
Where was it at? Where did it take place?
Here at Overlake Golf and Country Club here. Nice. It comes out I think the 9th putt. You're gonna like
thing with Overlake. Every time I drive by it, I mean, it I would like to be a member there, because it looks fairly easy. It's just flat, and
it's pretty flat, and
it doesn't seem like there is any danger whatsoever.
There's water on 3 holes. The greens are fast and can be tricky,
where they get you.
But you're right. It's member friendly. Hey, everybody.
It looks very member friendly. It looks very member friendly.
It's good.
This was going to ask is, if I put myself in your position, and I wonder if you and I think alike. I think a lot of things. Is there a part of you're happy that, hey, I got to keep working? No one wants to be unemployed.
Sure.
Is there? I would have a little bit of guilt. Like, why do I get to keep my job? Opposed to, I know some of the people that work behind the scenes. I mean, I know people that have worked there in the past, who a lot of Wazoo guys and gals, and So there would be a part of me going, well, why did I get to stay, but yet, all these other, men and women that you don't know lost their jobs. And it's not to make you feel guilty about it, but I just know how I would feel. There'd be a small part of that.
There was some guilt for sure. I mean, Ange and I talked about that. I mean, for sure. It's hard to go through that with everybody. And then you just hope that, there's stuff for them. I know that there's some local stations that people are talking to, some of our photogs and editors and stuff, which is good. But yeah, it's you feel like the same, but then you're also like somewhat guilty knowing that, you're somewhat okay for next year and these people might not be, So yeah, and it's just, it's hard for sure. But as you know, and people in the business know, I mean, things like this happen, especially with the regional sports networks. I mean, we were on borrowed time anyway.
It is it's a cruel business.
It is.
It's a fun business, and no one that's ever in it would ever trade it for a real job, because it's not a real job, but it is a cruel business.
Agree. And you just hope everybody sees it, at some point in their career.
Sure.
And I've just been fortunate, and we all have been here, that it took this long for this to happen to Root Sports. So very grateful and fortunate that it was this long. But it does happen to everybody. It's coming,
Hey, Jesus.
No. I'm saying it,
It's felt like you're just speaking to me right through the camera. It's coming, and it's coming for you. It already came for me. But
you switch stuff.
Hey, before it came for me, I got out.
Yep.
I said I'm not going to let it. I'm not going to let the decision come for me. I'm going to make the decision for myself. Well, I know. I speak for all of Mariner fans watching and listening, to all of you that work there, the ones that we know. The ones we don't know, the past people that have worked there. I always joke about Cameron Wong. I miss the Wonger, Kara Capuano.
I haven't heard from either one of those two. I've heard from a lot of people,
makes
but
a
not
lot
those
of sense.
two.
Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. God, from
God,
who was our? Well, I mean, Tom Glasgow worked there.
Tom Glasgow,
for a time. Who else?
Wixie worked there for a while.
God, Wixie did some time there.
Yeah. Some randos. So
who's our gal? Why am I blanking on? How do you like the 2-hole?
Oh God,
Zalumis.
Yeah,
Nicole Zalumis.
Wow.
We wouldn't have, if we didn't have Northwest Sports. We wouldn't have had Nicole Zalumis asking Russell Branyan, "How do you like the 2-hole?"
How do you like
the greatest
in the
ever will never be topped. Ever.
Can't be. You're right. So without that, you're right. I just stay away from that one, man.
Oh, that was beautiful.
But we feel good about the team going in, don't we?
Yeah.
I love the matchup. Either Detroit or Cleveland. Doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter.
I've been going back and forth.
Neither team scores. Detroit's got Scooble. That's it. Bad bullpen.
I know, but he scares me. He scares me.
He can't pitch every game.
I know, but maybe he does. He's just such a freaking bulldog, man. He's such an iron horse. So I don't know.
I feel good either way. I'd be if not in 3 games. I think it'll be over in 4. I feel good.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
You got any positive vibes? Good info on our guy Woo?
Just nothing that you guys haven't heard.
Okay.
I fully expect him to pitch. Maybe it's not game 1, but I think he's good to go. The one I'm kind of hesitant. I think Naylor will be fine. Robles, I know, will be 100%. Yeah, he should be. I don't know.
He ran.
I saw that.
The other day on the salmon races. So he should be okay.
So he should be fine. If he's doing that, he should be able to play.
Yeah.
So they should be fully healthy.
If he was eligible to play, do you think Ichiro could start in right field?
Didn't he play yesterday?
He played in the scrimmage.
He could play in the outfield. Yes, he could play. He could not hit anymore. Like he didn't hit. and he said now his eyes aren't as good, and the velocity he wouldn't be able to hit.
But he could be a defensive replacement.
But he would be a defensive replacement. I think he is still one of the better right fielders on the team at 51.
I think that's incredible. I think that's incredible for him, but also sad for the others.
Right. I think Robles maybe can get to more balls, but I think Ichiro, I think you would put him in there.
Well, listen, I don't know when we'll do it, but I think we pick one of these games. Maybe during the weekday, we'll do a maybe a special. Would you want to do? You think there'd be any interest if you and I just pop on do a post game
on this for you? Yeah. Don't you think?
We'll get the old. So. We'll get the old the Northwest sports.
Get all the gang back together.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah, it'd be great.
I'd like that.
We'll see what we can do.
Yeah, well, let me know. I think they'll be in it next week, so we can just continue until they're not.
Yeah,
or until they, tell us not to. I don't know.
Yeah, we'd like you to stop doing it. We did not allow you to go and sign up for this. Well, again, thank you for everyone that worked there. Thank you for everything that you guys did. We appreciate it.
Thank you. That means a lot from you and everybody. A lot of people in the industry reached out and know too. So it's really cool. And hopefully these guys, everybody will find a new home here in the Northwest. Thank you.
Thank you, Brad. Appreciate it. And we're still on here. We're still rocking and rolling. Okay.
All right.
Until they're, we're still doing it. We're still doing it until they're eliminated.
Oh yeah, absolutely. A couple more weeks, my friend.
Couple more
weeks. Unless I'm golfing, then we'll have to reschedule.
That's fine.
Because it is
Fairways and Fastballs. When does it come out?
Fastballs. October 9th, last show. Negron and Paxton. You're gonna love the challenges, my friend.
YouTube, right?
Straight to YouTube, I guess. Yeah.
Straight to DVD.
Straight to DVD. It'll be on the other, like DirecTV and other platforms. Just won't be on Xfinity because we're done. You saw that we went dark on Tuesday.
Okay, I did not see that. I don't have
it. Oh, okay. Well, sorry.
Well, thank you, sir. Good luck on the golf game.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
There he is, Brad Adam, formerly of Root Sports. His weekly appearance, which will continue throughout the playoffs, brought to you by John Howie Steak. And you heard Brad mentioned earlier there before. He will be an MLB employee next year, and Angie will be an employee there of the Mariners. Good to catch up with Brad, and just a tough situation. It's a tough industry. It just is. It's a great industry. It's fun, and we like to bitch and moan and complain about it, but because that's just what we do when you're in the media. You just like to complain about things. But you ask anybody that never would trade this job for anything else. Pay isn't great. Well, for some it is. But it's the ability to do something that you love, which, many of you out there, you're doing a job because it's a job. It's not so much your passion. All these people that work in this industry, sports media, it's their passion. It's their livelihood. All right, let's wrap up the show with Hey, What the Puck, brought to you by Restoration One of North Seattle. It's a restoration company that lets you avoid the stress of water, fire, and mold damage with their property restoration services. Locally owned and operated. Make them your first call when damages affect your residential or commercial property. 206-817-8917. Visit them at restoration1.com, the North Seattle franchise. Well, the Los Marineros, I think when you've seen so far in these wild card games, at least from my perspective, I don't think there's any of these teams you're like, well, they can't beat that team. They can't beat that squad of what we see. And I think it gives you a lot of hope of with the playoffs starting on Saturday. What's so scary about the Major League Baseball playoffs in such a long season, 162 games, that it can end in like 3 games. I mean, you can just go cold as an offense, and all of a sudden you're done. Your pitchers you've been so reliant on just get their teeth kicked in, all of it. Which is scary. But what we've seen so far, certainly what the American League has put out there, they can handle any of those teams. They could even handle Toronto, which you've seen all season long. You flip over to the National League, and the Phillies, because of what they did to you in the regular season, scares you, and certainly what the Brewers did when they came to town. I look at a team like the Dodgers, and I see their issues in the bullpen. I mean, offensively, and they're great. I don't think their starting pitching is all that good. Yamamoto was great last night, and Ohtani, excuse me if I could spit it out, is certainly the best player we've ever seen. Their bullpen's a mess. So they got it. They got a great chance. Phillies, I think on a big picture, Phillies scare the most. In the American League, I don't know. maybe it's being overconfident. I just don't quite see it. And maybe we're just too close to it. But God, dude, they have a great shot. They have a great shot to win this whole thing. Certainly win the American League and go to their first ever World Series. That's Hey What the Puck, brought to you by Restoration One of North Seattle. It's your restoration company that lets you avoid the stress of water, fire, and mold damage. Locally owned and operated, make them your first call when damages affect your neighborhood, or affect your residential property or commercial property. 206-817-8917. Visit them at restoration1.com, the North Seattle franchise. Thanks for watching and listening to today's show. Thank you to all our sponsors, Limbeck Lumber, John Howie Steak, Zogs on Fox Island, Hartley and Hartley Insurance, Georgetown Brewery, and Restoration One. Today's Daily Puck Drop, find it up on YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel. Also, find the Daily Puck Drop on your favorite podcast platforms and at pucksports.com. When you're there, sign up to become a member of the Pucks Posse. $5 a month. You support all the free content. In addition, you get bonus shows like our baseball coverage with Ryan Divish, the Sports Pit coming out monthly with Steve Sandmeyer, Matt Stretch Johnson. In fact, coming out later today, and I believe the plan is to release it as a live show later this afternoon at 4 o'clock. But you can access it coming up later on Puck Sports on the Pucks Posse page. Also, KJ-Arent with Mitch Levy, Mitch Unfiltered. We air the entire show during the live DPD, but once it's over, only way to watch or listen to it is to sign up to become a Pucks Posse member. Thank you. You can find everything up at pucksports.com. That's it for us on a Thursday. Coming up on Friday's show, Chris Egan is back for, Friday Fun Day with myself and Jim Moore. Todd Millis, Varsity Wa News, to get you updated on the very latest in high school football. The Last Word with Bob Condotta, talking Seattle Seahawks, their matchup with the Bucks. And we get you ready for the best bets of the weekend with our handicapper, TroyWins.com. We'll see you tomorrow. As always, promise to be better.
No shoes, no ties.
Anybody like to smoke some pot?
Yeah. I was born to lick your face. I was born to rub you, but you were born to rub me first.
What do you need my address for? We like to song out of the
Mother of mercy, I don't speak Japanese!